Hey, what's up? It's Tati. I just finished watching Dynamite, and our favorite booker, Tony Khan, has an announcement announcing that he has an announcement next week on Dynamite, and that it's going to be one of the biggest announcements in AEW history. He also states that there are a lot of talent backstage that would love to, I guess, participate in the show. So they do have a pretty bloated roster, in my opinion. Now, everybody that you see wrestling at AEW do not have long-term contracts. Some people are just there on a match-by-match basis, while other people have multi-year contracts. Now, recently, we've definitely seen that they have stopped airing new episodes of Dark and Dark Elevation, which usually comes on YouTube on Mondays and Tuesdays. I know a lot of people probably didn't watch that, but I did watch those every week. While it wasn't bad, it was just another excuse for me to watch wrestling, more wrestling throughout the week. Now, what everybody's speculating here is that he's going to be announcing that there's going to be a new AEW show. Everyone's been talking about the new AEW Collision show, even though AEW has not confirmed that. That's most likely what it's going to be. If they had another weekly show on TV, I do think that would be great. Matter of fact, I've been saying for so long that AEW needs to add an hour to Rampage. Let's not be surprised if that's what it is. If he would have said, Rampage is going to be 2 hours now, rather than it being one. But I think maybe they're just going to go with there being an extra show every week. Now, it would really defeat the purpose if they're going to treat this new show like Dark Elevation or whatever, because I felt like it was really just them putting over their long-term stars, some of the stars that we just don't really get a chance to see on TV, just to have them to do something, just to do something. And there wasn't really any real storylines going on over there, and sometimes there was inconsistencies with the storylines that's going on the major shows versus what was going on Dark Elevation. So I just hope that whatever the situation is going to be, whether if it's an extra hour of Rampage or if it's going to be a totally new show, that they don't treat it the same like the rest of them and just do something different. Have people that we don't normally get a chance to see to be part of that. One thing that happened on Dynamite is that we got to see two people we haven't seen in quite some time going into Tony Khan's office, which was number one, Miro, which really shocked the hell out of me. And number two, Thunder Rosa. Now, I don't know the extent of her injuries. I don't really follow her like that on social media, so I'm not really sure how injured she is or if she'll be able to come back. But them being on the show, going to speak to Tony Khan, does coincide with him saying that there are other people on the roster who would like the chance to, be on TV or whatnot. So that would be really interesting to see these two, especially Miro. I was really feeling him as TNT champion, and I wanted him, after he lost, to win it again. I really felt like he had a really strong character and a strong presence, and for whatever reason, I don't know what happened. He has not been on TV for like close to a year now. So that's really strange. So I hope they pick up the ball with him and get it going. But I will definitely be interested if they did have another show. This will give an opportunity for a lot of people who aren't doing much to have something to do, because it just seems like there's so much people on this roster, but we keep seeing the same old people. Like, I am tired of seeing these outcast girls. Aside from this week, but every week we keep seeing different variations with the same girls and the same storyline. It's like, whoa, I thought there were a lot more girls here. So I hope we got to see a lot more. One person I'm hoping will come back is Chris Statlander. If she comes back, she'll definitely be the one that people are going to want to snatch that TBS championship, because there's definitely some unfinished business with her and Jade. But a new show will give more wrestling to watch, and hopefully Tony Khan can take this seriously and amp up the booking or whatnot, because he has been making some amateur decisions lately. And if this thing is centered around CM Punk or whatever, which I don't want to say that would be weird, but it's like, hey, we got a whole roster full of people. The only thing that matters at this point is making sure you get a chance to use just about everybody. They have a solid roster, and unfortunately, sometimes they just don't know what to do with certain people. And with a new show, I hope that they'll be able to take the booking much more seriously. They really need to, especially going into this All-In pay-per-view. They can sell it out for all I care, but if they're not having a solid show, these smaller arenas in the United States, they'll never be able to fill those if they're not being consistent with their booking and providing a solid show. Either way, I love AEW, and I love that they're having a lot of success, but we gotta do better with the booking, and I do hope we get to see some changes with this new show, most likely that are going to be announcing. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back in a little bit with my review for Dynamite. Bye.